Once again, I'm tired. Welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3. Since I changed everybody out, I'm the one to get tired, but it means they get the most experience at the end of the day. Well, it means I get more experience too, so whatever, doesn't matter. Everybody else is climbing the ranks a little bit. I'm up to 75, which means I'm only 5 levels away from getting the next duder, the last duder that I want to get. And I managed to get Norn to 69, which means I got Absorb Electric, which means Norn no longer has a weakness. Neutraled everything, absorbs electric and wind. So Norn is kind of my go-to persona at this point. But with all said, let's go out and about. Gotta remember to feed that cat. I'm gonna forget immediately. I did it last time, I'm gonna do it again. Watch me. Gonna go this whole month, and I'm just gonna keep telling myself, gotta feed that cat. I am. I keep hearing about this vacation ending, and it keeps not ending. Okay, so it's Wednesday. Wednesday, rabbit. So since it is Wednesday the 6th, today, we are going to go spend some time with Fat Guy after I feed the cat. I think somebody mentioned that it takes 4 feedings to feed the cat, so I'm halfway there. That's not so bad. Cat feeding. Where's that cat? Is the cat here? No, because the cat's where the delinquents hang out, which is closer to the school. I say any day now, loading screen. Man, these cult guys, they're not messing around. Got this crap everywhere. End of the world and all that jazz. Kitty. Oh man. Poor kitty. Can we just take him back to the dorm? I'm sure Koromar would be cool. Okay, now that I've done my daily requisite feeding of the cat, now that I've actually remembered to, we are off to the mall. And we're off to the mall so I can talk to you. So I need ramen, is it? Now the music hasn't changed. Interesting. And yes, we are indeed actually only spending time with him today. I do believe his rank 10 is coming up very soon now, so it's taken a little bit of poop to get that far.
Welcome back.
We just went to Tartarus. I'm tired. Going to bed. None of you were tired. I changed you out before you got tired. Do you want to go to Tartarus tonight? Son of a... Now she is going to invite you, and you are declining. Man, I'd like to. I'd like to at some point before I max my... Before I max her out? When do I max her out? Oh, I got a little bit of time. I don't think I'm set to actually accept any, though. So, probably not. That's sad. Oh boy. Wait, so we go back to school for Friday? And they go to school on Saturday too, don't they? So really, you're gonna make them go through winter break and then have to send them back to school for 2 days? Better be intro classes. Like that first day of school where you don't do jack. I'm always sad on the first day of school when the teacher actually tries to teach you something. It's the first day of school. That's your warm-up day. They gotta get in the... Students have to get in the mood to actually... like, be going to school and need to do things. You can't actually make them do things. You gotta build up to it. Like, don't give them any homework. Not on day one. Don't give anybody homework on day one. I'd run over the class syllabus, tell everybody what everybody's gonna do on day one, and maybe run some refresher questions by the class. Oh man. Marble. Because now it can sustain its own hunger on only the food that you've given it. It will never need fed again. Hey, you know, that's a quest that's done, so I can actually go talk to, Lisbeth. After I go to the mall. Yeah, I'd run some refresher questions by everybody, make sure they kind of know they're up to speed, get their brains working a little. Don't make them work too hard, though. I'd want to find a way, and this is kind of what I'm bad at. A lot of teachers are bad at this, but there's no nice way to do it. I'd want to find a way to give everybody a chance to actually test out their knowledge and get everything taken care of, but... like, I'd have to hand out a pamphlet and then to every paper or something, everybody, and have them work on it. And then they'd have to, like, turn it in for a grade or something, otherwise they wouldn't give a crap. Teaching's hard. I want to teach college, where I can just, like, laze about, lecture for an hour, and then tell everybody to go fudge themselves or something, I don't know. Like, classroom teaching, small classroom teaching, that crap's hard. Like, keeping everybody engaged, keeping everybody working, keeping everybody, like, on task. Especially in, like, high school, because, like, nobody even wants to be there or be doing anything there. To a lesser extent, middle school. Once you get back to elementary, kids are generally a little more excited to be there. Especially once you get back to, like, kindergarten, those kids are just excited. That's terrible, but at this, I mean, that's terrible from an objective point of view, but at the same time, like, that's the kind of thing that, you know, there's a little bit of that in everybody. Like, even if 99% of you's going, like, that's horrible, I don't want that to happen to him, there's like 1% of you going in there going like, well, I also don't have to do this anymore. And again, this is the most important thing, and this is something I mentioned earlier, but I mentioned earlier in a more physical sense, but it also works in comparing himself to his brother. Don't try to be someone else, or try to replace someone else. You gotta be you, god dang it. Do what you want to do what makes you happy. Thou art I, and I am thou. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Moon Arcana hath been set free. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Sandalfon, the ultimate form of the Moon Arcana. Pronounced it wrong, and I don't give a crap. Up all y'alls. And he found his own way. The dude likes eating, and he's alright with that. If he can make something of himself for that, bark bark, then more power to him. Okay, so I fed the cat and I've turned in the quest, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. We've also maxed Moon at this point, so we've got some more interesting things to do. However, tonight... What's up, I guess? We can take Koromaru for a walk. And perhaps it's the growing that she's been doing over the course of the series. And perhaps it's because she's following her own programming instead of something pre-put into her. She's acting a great deal more human. She's acting like her own person. That's some nice music. That's some nice school music. I like that. So someone's been telling everyone about the fall. Chidori's friends, no doubt. Oh, It's is a tricky one. It's is a tricky one. But it is actually this one. Remember that the apostrophe always means a contraction. You can always split it's into it is. Now, it is a confusing one, as she'll probably say, because normally you put apostrophe s to make something possessive. Since it apostrophe s could potentially be both, it's weird. And instead of doing that, because apparently the rule to say that it's a contraction always overrides the rule that says it's possessive, the contraction, or if you see it apostrophe s, that means it's a contraction. And they then had to change the rule to make the possessive part just its. There and there is another one. Remember, apostrophes are contractions. The first one is they are. And it will always be they are. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, the there, the second one, THEIR, is a person possessive. Like, that is their car, say. And I was always taught to remember that one because it has an I in it, and that dot on the I is like a person's eye. The other there is like over there, which is the THERE. Like, there's three there's. Don't mix them up, people. Just makes you look dumb.
Hey, you busy? Could you come with me for a sec?
What if I don't wanna?
Oh, it's no big deal. Come on, man. It'll just take a few minutes.
Junpei, you're causing problems.
Let's go to the rooftop.
Junpei, you're causing problems. That's your causing problems face.
Hey, we've really never had a chance to talk, have we?
Yeah, you know, thinking about it. Like, us and Junpei have never really buddied up.
It's almost coming of age day, you know? I used to just think of it as a day off. But now, I wonder if I'm even gonna live long enough to celebrate it. It's been pretty weird around here lately. People have been passing out, others have gone missing. Dude, it's crazy. Senpai said it's because there are too many shadow victims and the memory revision can't keep up. It's all gotta be because of this Nyx. Oh, and have you heard about that Doomsday cult?
Little bits here and there, but not much otherwise.
They've been running around town telling everyone they see that the end of the world is coming. Man, we need to do something, and quick. But it's not just Nyx, you know. 2 members of Strega are still alive. They haven't done anything yet, but I know they've got to be planning something. And we need to take care of them, too. Wow. Becoming such good friends that I'd trust you with my life. I I never would have imagined that happening last spring. But then again, I never thought it would come to this.
Junpei has grown a lot.
You know, I don't think it's completely hit me yet. It's just also hard to believe. But that doesn't mean we should just sit around and wait for it to happen. You're pretty cool, man. That thing was inside you for 10 years, and you harnessed its power and made it your own. I'm glad I met you. It's embarrassing to say it, but that's really how I feel. We'll always be friends, right? I mean, even after this is all over?
Sure thing, Junpei. I didn't especially like that third option because it kind of felt like I wasn't especially confident that we were going to even make it beyond this. But today is January the 8th, and today we're going to talk to Aigis. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Ion Arcana. You have established a new social link. And that is correct. Ion is not actually one of the original tarot cards. So it's not one of the traditional social links, you could say. And I say Ion, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but I'm gonna dispronunciate a word if I want to.
Where have you been?
Talking to robots. Been a pretty alright day. Sure thing, Brachihiko. And it is 1-8. I'm feeling fine. Yeah. And I think tonight is a pretty good time for us to head into Tartarus. So until next time, everyone, I said these were going to be short updates. We're going to knock this crap out. Until then, everyone.